Oh boy. We're almost there. Hang on. We can get to this. We gotta go here. We gotta go to this part. How's everyone doing tonight? We got 13. We had 15 in the queue here just a minute ago. Yo, jeez. I see Davi's in the mix too. Unfortunately, Baldy won't be able to make it tonight. I think he said he was out. Or he is out. He said he was out. So, we'll see him next week. Maybe he'll catch up on the VOD. Whatever. Hard to believe it's been a week. Yeah, last week was a busy week. Oh. I don't know about you guys, but when I get carbonated beverages, I want to make sure that they are red, white, and blue pop from Clear American. Sell them at Walmart. Aw, jeez. Thank you, man. Thank you. Nice to come and stream on here and chat with you guys. And I should really turn on the AC. Hang on. Oh, here we go. Oh, my goodness. Can't believe that video blew up. Yeah, bro. I'm right here with you. So, show of hands, who yesterday was watching the CityNerd react to said video, which I was obviously not expecting. He pointed it out on Saturday. I noticed a spike in traffic, and people were like, CityNerd said me. I'm like, oh shit. Saw the VOD. Okay, cool. We're gonna talk about it, but we're not gonna like drag it out because it's really not. I mean, he mostly agreed with me, and this isn't like perpetuating React drama. However, no one has. Hang on, let me give me some light. This doesn't need to be so dramatic. No one's ever live reacted to a video that I know of, so I have to I was on pins and needles watching him do it. So I had some notes from there, but mostly it's notes about people replying to my video, and I wanted to clarify some things going forward and kind of response to the response. It seems so reductive. It really does. You have notes too? All right. You're going to have to spill those notes. You're going to have to get those in there. So first off, it's really trippy when you're watching a react stream to your video that has 100 times more people waiting for it than than the usual amounts of people that you have on your stream. So it's like, oh god. And I had I was watching it with my girlfriend, and I was checking my watch, and I was like 100 beats per minute, kind of like through the entire thing. Yeah, his... I guess we can talk about that first. Hang on. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good point that I will address in a second, but I guess I'll drop this. What did I write? I know about the music. It won't let me replace the audio. When I mixed it, when I edited it, because it went very fast. The whole process went very fast. It seemed fine in my audio setup. Everyone has made their own comment. Thank you, everyone who's made that comment. Thank you. I know. Unfortunately, YouTube does not let me do a whole new mix and send up a new mix and do that, aside from deleting the entire video and doing that. But I think the video has done a lot more good than harm, even if the music is annoying. So thank you all for tolerating my not good decision on that. I'm just gonna I'm just let you know that right in advance. Mario Kart music, yeah, like I know what the song is because of some kids channel or something like that. I'm like, I had no idea. I just grabbed what it was. It was like, hey, that seems neat. Royalty free music, yeah, absolutely. So let's go over the video. I wanted to talk about his big thing as he went along. First, let me caveat first, I am not used to watching React content. I know that there are some streamers that's all they freaking do. and I realize it's a subgenre, whatever. I did find it interesting, and again, it's not a dig against him, but it is just a limitation of the format, and that is, I would prepare to make a point, and he would pause it and say, why doesn't he make this point? And then I would make the point. And it's like, just watch the video. Just watch the video. There have been times it's like, just hit play and keep going. So, whatever. People are into that. Again, I don't blame him specifically. I love CityNerd. But I do want his biggest legitimate complaint was, and this ties into another aspect that people were bringing up, both in the stream and in the comments to this video for Urbanism. And if you haven't seen the Urbanism video yet, go check it out. You can even pause this and come back and do that. And yeah, hit the likes. Gatekeeping. What a terrible word. And I apologize that in any way if the video came off as you need to do this stuff before you can get involved. That was not my intent, but I can see how it came off that way. And I did not want to construe the video as that. No, you have to know who your traffic engineer is. You have to be part of a fellowship that your city probably doesn't even have in order to have a valid opinion about this. That was, so me establishing all that was to do two things. It was to establish my credentials, because this was a video, as I say in the video, that I wanted to do back in, I want to say early August, when I saw the tweets. Or because it was like July 31st that he made the tweets. And then I think August when I finally saw it. And I wanted to make the video then, and in a true YouTube style, is you have to immediately answer whatever that thing is. And I didn't. And so that's when it fell to the second video, which was that Strong Towns video, which posits, hey, should you move or should you stay? And Jason's opinion was, you should move. Like, forget North America. I can just Google it, yeah. And so that's when I was tipped off, like, man, I was just off the Starfield review. I was about to start working. I've been trying to write a screenplay. It's been very hard when you're just sitting there all day reading replies and commenting on people, being terminally online. I had a lot of stuff. I'm playing it the next game for the nth review, and now I'm on this path to make a whole new channel. And I let you guys know, I don't do this full time. Like, I make some money off this. It helps with rent. I'm not a full-time content creator. And so when I made this video, it's like, do I put it on the nth review, or do I put it on one of my side channels where it's probably not going to get that much exposure because I have like 12 subscribers on that channel. I even did an alternate thumbnail. We'll talk about thumbnails and that later. And then it was like, no, let me put it on the nth review channel, but what I will do is I will turn off notifications to subscribers and those who to subscribers and notifications. So thank you, Irascible. Thank you for hopping in. Welcome. It's been a minute. So I uploaded to nth review. I had someone send it up to r/urban planning. It caught on there. And then algorithmically it started getting to people. It even started getting to the people who were subscribed to the nth review, even if they didn't get a direct notification. And then it just kind of started exploding from there. And I'm going to tell you guys, the response has been overwhelmingly positive. Overwhelmingly positive. And getting feedback from people who are advocates who want to see what next steps are, and professionals who want to see more advocates getting involved. And there were some other points, but the idea was not to gatekeep, like you can only participate if you know all these things. It is in the span of 19 minutes and change. Mouse, hi! Welcome! Stardust, welcome. We're talking about the city video before we get into some gaming. I know all you guys have seen the new Urbanism video. So the idea was not to gatekeep people. as to what you need to do before you can even start. The idea was, hey, I've got 19 minutes or so. I don't want to spend an hour on this. Not now anyway. How do you immediately get involved? Like, what are the things you can think about right away? So it is, who's your traffic planner? Who's your traffic engineer? Who's your city council? Who's the person you can email? And he made a point that, like, you can just Google it. And it's like, but how do you Google it if you don't know what you're looking for? And I think, and especially since there's a disconnect anyway, like if people knew to just Google it, they would do that. Although people don't like Googling these days anyway. I don't know, it's got a generational thing. I think Zoomers ruined it. Zoomers ruined Google for everyone. So, I apologize if it came off as gatekeeping. That was not the intent. The intent was actually the opposite. Was here are some hints on how to get involved with this. Here's how you get involved in this process. Here's how you start. These are the things you look for. Look for master plans. Know who your politicians are. There were some other comments about, reducing barriers. I've watched a lot of YouTube. I've watched a lot of urbanist YouTube. I'm very aware of what some of those call to actions are, and none of them are very specific. And based on the feedback and responses that I've given and gotten on this video, people are not, urban YouTube, the people who are making money, a living off of this, are not providing like what the next steps are. And there are a lot of people who said, hey, your place is different than mine. I'm in Asia. I'm in Europe. I'm in New Hampshire. Every place is going to be different. And it's like, yeah, I know. But there's some universalities to it where there are common things you can look for. There are common things you can do very simply that you can take and then react to. I mean, it's the same thing with bike lanes, right? If you're out in the country, you don't need bike lanes. The entire road is empty most of the time. I mean, I disagree that you need a YouTube holding your hand through every step of the process, but instead one that can give you tools about how to get to that middle step, which is clear, and it was in the thumbnail. CityNerd said, like, hey, I get it. And even if he said he could, like, I don't know how. I don't know how that fits in my content. I don't even know if it really fits in my content at all, because he's very data set, very data oriented, and he doesn't know. That's the thing. And everyone's going to have their own solutions. So that's everyone's, even if they want to, like, it's so easy for me at this point. Well, did someone change anything just because they saw my popular in this video? As you pointed out, cheese works. This thing blew up. I was not expecting this fast. Period. So the response was great. I got an email from a mayor. I'd like to have them on a thing in the future, which we'll talk about in a second. Let me see. What is there? Finding your stuff on. So, unknown unknowns, like not knowing what to look for. There was a point where, well, Nick, you figured it out, and I'd like to think I'm pretty resourceful. But that doesn't mean that everyone can or even has the resources to be able to do that. And the easier you can make any of this, the better. The easier you can break this thing down so that people will come in and be able to maybe watch a few YouTube videos and, like, I got that from some of the comments just from this video. Is like, thanks to this video, I've already gone and checked my city's website to see when the next meeting is, or, yeah, I know, take a breath. I'm excited. Where was I? People were saying, like, because of this video, I already started doing some research, and I already started doing this, and I already started doing that. And it doesn't matter if it's small. What's important is you're doing it. That's where activism is. It's the doing. It's not just the sharing and the reposting and the, yeah, thumbs up. It is the, I know what I think about. I know what I'm looking for. I know what next steps are. And it's in this way that this, some people wisely pointed out that this is a bit like any political discourse on the internet, which is you have like kind of, let's go back to political stuff, right? You have the debate bros, but then you have the people who run for office, and they're like totally different people. And the debate bros sit there and they learn their craft to specific terminologies and stuff like that. So they invite a guest of the opposite position and they just murder them because it's a sport, right? And they can talk about high and mighty disconnected concepts, but they don't know how to run for office. They don't know how to actually, the praxis part. That's the part they miss out on. They don't speak to it because they don't know. And when I see Urbanist YouTube, and it's not just Urbanist YouTube, it's lots of stuff, that's where that divide is. Someone pointed out that it's called a sad gap. I cannot remember. It was a comment on the video. It's like there's a sad gap between having the knowledge and then actually practically doing something. And I want to address that sad gap. The sad gap. So there's the title. That series wigging out on me. The thumbnail and the title. I'm going to let you guys know I hate the sport of titles and thumbnails, because there were plenty of people like, I thought it was clickbait, and then I watched it and it's like, no, it's actually correct. And Veritasium has a very good video where he talks about, the boundaries of misleading and enticing but not being incorrect. Legit bait, he kind of called it. And mastering that is a huge component of getting people to see your video. And it's frustrating because I get that. I got it from the Starfield review as well. Clickbait is necessary. Unfortunately, there was a period at the end. It was December of 2021. I was like, I don't know what to do to bring up the traffic on this channel after a bunch of duds. I'd spent most of a year making 3 reviews: Outer Worlds, City Skylines versus SimCity, Deus Ex Human Revolution, and nothing went. And I was switching out thumbnails and stuff like that. And at a point, I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to change everything to what I would normally call it. The Nth review number 1, Watch Dogs. The Nth review number 2, Forza Horizon 2. I did that through all of them. And my traffic tanked. I want to say I was doing, I don't know, like 24 watch hours per day of traffic at that point, and I think I got down to like 6 as a result of changing that, because people aren't looking for the Nth review blank. They're looking for, this game is something. That's how you attract viewers. So when I do a thumbnail and a title like this, that is me playing the game. When I'm doing a stream like this, I enjoy being able to chat with you guys live. That is playing the game. Shorts, I do those from time to time. That is playing the game. There is an extent you have to play the game. It is not a completely free ride, or it gets harder, right? And so they understand this is what the thumbnail is. There's a missing step between knowledge and practicum. And then the title reflects, hey, Urbanist YouTube has a huge problem. Can you guess what it is? It's probably this middle thing with the question mark on the thumbnail. And I sympathize with people who are like, man, it's so clickbaity, but it's also at the same time, that's the only way people are going to click on it. Because if it's just another urbanist content, like maybe people are hungry enough for it that they'll do it. But it has inspired so many discussions in the comments, failed former mayors have candidates have come in here and said and argued with me in the comments as well here in Colorado Springs. There are apparently conversations happening in urbanist discords. It's opened people's eyes to Jason's tweets, stuff like that, and kind of how he thinks. And again, he says, like, I'm not an advocate. I've never been a good advocate. But when that is what you're up against, and you are an advocate, as I say in the video, it sucks when they're the high watermark and you're fighting for scraps. So, all that said, I've already talked to my Patreon supporters. They're the people I will give my thoughts in that to before I kind of do everything. And obviously I thank them every single time I do a video. And again, I'm doing this video as... Sorry, what's this going on here? Told you to not do that. I did this video as someone who was not an urbanist YouTuber. I mean, even CityNerd was like, yeah, he does like video game stuff. And I've been doing video game stuff for almost 10 years now. My channel is almost 10 years old. And it's hard. But I do one video about urbanism, and all of a sudden, shit's blowing up. I've gotten 1,400 subscribers just from this video. There's a demand. There's pent-up demand. There is a niche. There's a thing to it. And as one person, it is tough. Oh, thank you, Davi. Appreciate you, dude. I want to deliver... What's up, Yahoo? Welcome in there. You need a large subscriber base if you want to fully... And I'm going to get back to the rest of you. But if you want to avoid clickbait. Yeah, exactly. And I think this video would not have gotten as far if the algorithm didn't recommend it to existing YouTuber Nth Review subscribers. There are so many Nth Review subscribers that are also urbanist YouTube enthusiasts that have just kind of overlapped. So that said, I'm going to give you guys a heads up. There's no graphics there yet. But you can go to youtube.com/ here, I'll even type it in the thingy here. youtube.com/ the nth city. Look at this, I'm doing it live using technology. And there's nothing there yet. But you can subscribe to this channel that will... I'm starting to reach out to people locally about advocacy, politicians, about the process. I want to be able to fulfill that second step directly. Like, I don't want to sit there and just do information pieces that everyone's already covered to death. I want to cover parking minimums, but I only want to do it in the context of, all right, here's the problem. How do we actually solve it? How can you actually solve it? That's the thinking about it. So every video would then be how to, not what, and then, well, better dream for something better, but how do you get motivated, and then talk with people involved. And that is an uphill battle, right? How do you get someone on the phone? And governments are very, just like any big corporation, any bureaucracy, they're going to be very defensive about who they get. Excuse me. They're going to be very defensive about bringing people on with this random YouTuber from Colorado Springs and talking with them about a city process without, anything that could possibly go wrong. And so that's the second channel. That's what I want to do as well. And obviously that means slowing down on the Nth Review a little bit if in the process, that's fine, right? If I can dedicate myself fully to those two things and Patreon subscribers increase as a result, and I can do that, that means I could theoretically bring on someone else to make the content come quicker. And this is an ad, of course. But the dream is people want this stuff. They have told me to the tune of, there's now like 2,000 comments, the vast majority of which are, thank you, what's the next step? And apparently there is, as you guys have been putting out, 5th subscriber. Yes, exactly. We're at 5. And then hopefully within the first couple videos be monetized, so that then that's a path forward on there as well. There's already a channel on the Discord, and it's that's where there's already an urban enthusiast chat channel on the Discord, so you can go and chat. That's where we're at. So yeah, I do have to jump on the opportunity. I really do. It feels like a calling out of nowhere, because I did this one thing. So I'm going to try and seize on it. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. Who knows? But that's kind of what I got from there. Everyone, so many people validated this, from the viewers, again, from professionals, stuff like that. I already mentioned that. You don't need to know everything, but it helps. It helps paint a way forward, especially if you're not in a group. And I'll tell you, like, I have a group. A couple years ago, during our sesquicentennial, which is 150th birthday, I went out and set up and created on Facebook COS 200, which, if you're a part of the Citizens, is the Discord. It has Patreon channels, but it's free to access. So you can access it, no charge. I've got the link in the bio somewhere. But if you are a Patreon supporter, you know, I'll ask people there, because I do a monthly Q&A there, so people can ask questions, stuff like that. And I also want, it should be in the description of this video. And if not, I'm sure we can get someone to pipe in the copy and paste it from another video, because I put it in the description of all of my videos, so that people can get to it, because I want people to come in and chat and all that stuff. We have a really awesome Discord, amazing people on it. We have a really cool community that is very inviting, very inclusive, and we seek to do that a lot more. So the game has an yeah, and I tell you what, SimCity 2000 is still the best one. So I think a couple people added me in the live stream chat about not adding me about Jane Jacobs and City Skylines 2. But whatever, it's fine. Discord link in the video, not to yeah, okay, yeah, I need to be better about about stream descriptions and all that, because that's where all my Patreon stuff is anyway, if you wanted to support the channel with that. And then when it comes to the Patreon, depending on how development on this second channel goes, it would be, you'd have one Patreon to support both. So if you're the tiers are they're assistant producer, executive producer, stuff like that, member of the board, but they're very secular. So your name would appear in both Nth Review and Nth City. So that is an ongoing process. The first part is just reaching out to people, getting interviews, stuff like that. So let me go through here, and if you have questions at this point before we go on to non-city stuff, let me know. Going through there. Call to action for urbanism. There were people that were like, "Oh, so you're just pitching another problem. You're not adding to the solutions, then, are you? Just like everyone complaining about." It's like, oh my god. Biggest video since System Shock. Yeah, again, pretty dope. Yes, I got the note to breathe because I get excited. You guys know me, I'm very passionate. I'm a sensitive boy. I think the main reason most people liked your video is exactly because of how you explain what the next steps are. I think so. I think so. And if I have more of a format to do that, that would be dope. Yeah, like the stream if you haven't already. There's degrees of clickbait. Clickbait is necessary. There's a science to it. Yeah. I think ProZD did a video about the videos and thumbnails, and that kind of touch on it. Yeah, I haven't seen that one, but there really is a sympathetic component to it. Like that's just how it works. I like to say I began delivering on the step 2, but obviously in 19 minutes and change, it was hard to. Like, there was someone who wasn't terribly happy that I didn't put a post-mortem, like, antechamber at the end. I just kind of cut and then it went to the next video. So, see a need, fill a need. Yep, that is the goal. Everyone hop in the Discord, go for it. We got operators are standing by. Send self-addressed stamped envelope to P.O. Box 80920, Colorado Springs. So you can get your free Pure Moods CD. Are you surprised about the video success? What did you expect from it view-wise? I honestly didn't know. Yahoo, congrats on the video, and yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, it really helped steer my brain, and it's been exciting. It's almost paralytic. I put it on there. So many of my videos where I'm not doing hours-long video reviews about games don't get watched, and I mean, it took Cliff Bleszinski a year and a half to find his review of my book, even though I replied to him twice with the link in hand, and it would have been easy for me to make content about his reaction to my video on that. So I didn't know what to expect from it. I just I just need to get this out. I need to say this out loud in front of people. And that's where the video came from. So, yeah, I'm absolutely surprised. I'm really surprised, honestly, just by how positive it is. Because it's supposed to be a positive video. It's not supposed to be a tear down of these other creators, even though, it does kind of come. When he paused just before I talked about Jason, not just bikes, there was in the chat, I remember seeing oh no, here it comes. And it was designed to corral positivity. It wasn't about takedowns. It wasn't about harassing people. This channel will never be about harassing people. Period. End of it. That's it. It's not about harassing people. It is about, let's talk about ideas. And how do we make things better? And so, again, it would have been easy for me to be negative, really negative about it, but that was not the goal at all. And I think seeing the positive feedback loop on that was pretty great. There was a really fun part, speaking to gatekeeping, there were people on one side it was, hey, it's YouTube, it's supposed to be entertainment, it's not supposed to be educational, okay? It's not supposed to be in-depth, it's not supposed to, it's fluff. YouTube isn't designed to do that, okay? You can't do it, okay? You urbanist YouTubers, they just can't. They just can't, okay? That's why they reach the end right before they tell you what to do and stop. They just can't. YouTube just doesn't allow for it, okay? And then the other side is, they were already doing that, okay? Why weren't you paying attention? Why weren't you paying attention, okay? Why weren't all the time they're saying, go to your city council and go do this and go do that, and they're doing it all the time. You're just not clicking with it. And I don't know, man, the results speak for themselves. There's clearly a missing component, and even CityNerd agreed. So there was this one guy who was just, I kept telling him, it's this is self-validating, and he wasn't having it because he was doofus. So yeah, I felt like CityNerd didn't really get, or at least didn't communicate what I felt I got from the video. Basically, if you want to make a difference in your city, there are things you should do, or at least think about. Not everyone go do these things, I think. Yeah, I agree with that. Again, it's not about, cool, you just watched this YouTube video, now you need to go out and write a 20-page letter to your city council person. Someone was asking about one thing that I discovered in my committee meetings, and and I want to emphasize, I'm not some superhero. Like, I did have to interview for my city's committee, but also I had done some networking in advance, which is not, I just wanted to because I'm such a passionate advocate. I ride the bus. I walk a lot. People will tell you I walk around the city a lot. So I'm not some superhero, okay? I just happen to be a guy with a YouTube channel. All right? But someone was like, what do you think about going around your neighborhood, or me going around my neighborhood and surveying people about incomplete sidewalks and that? And it's like, it's cool, but here's what you should do first. Connect with your city and see what they already know. Because chances are, especially like the bigger you get, chances are your city already knows where the problems are, and they may even have solutions. But unless there's a political will, or money, which happens a lot, especially in this town, I'm sure it's very similar across other American cities, is if there's not a political will and there's no money, it doesn't happen. And then it continues to not happen for years, and then that irritates people, and then they start YouTube channels. So get in touch with your city so you're not doing redundant research that may not even be fulfilled. And then depending on that, use that as a stepping stone to get involved. And that is part of what step 2 is. It's not, you don't need to reinvent the wheel, because cities spend millions of dollars to figure things out about their city. It's expensive. It requires a lot of data. So, take it easy. You're probably not a professional about this. There are professionals working on this, maybe, depending on where you're at. Interface with them first. And they're probably not going to be hostile. They're probably going to be like, oh my gosh, this is the first person who hasn't been a complaint in years. You're the first person who didn't email me about a pothole in front of their driveway in a decade. I'm sure they would really appreciate it if you come at them in good faith. And there were people that were like, this is a very North American point of view. And it's like, yeah, because that's the point of view I know. I'm not going to be able to speak to what they're doing in Asia. All right. I at one point wanted to go get my urban degree, but thanks to the pandemic and other circumstances, I was not able to go to school for urban planning. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I'm not able to cover. I would not be able to cover in great ways, period. And that's not for me to do. That's for those people to come up and step up and talk about things that they know in a positive light, in good faith. And I think that's the goal. I think that's the point. I can't speak to everyone's like, well, give us all the answers. And it's like, I can't give you all the answers because some of the answers are the ones you have to make based on X, Y, and Z. So, yeah, YouTube is a mess. I think most people just look at the homepage instead of their subscriptions. I know I do. Yeah. Usually what'll happen is that people will check their subscriptions and watch it, and then that boosts it in the algorithm or whatever the hell it does. That's why I like you, Nick. Too much drama BS out there already. I don't want drama. I just want solutions and better cities. That's what I want. Well, if YouTube becomes educational, how will Nebula sponsor any of us? Oh my god, I know. Me and my friends put together this subscription network that's free from the YouTube algorithm that allows us to do stuff like the stuff you want to know. Have you ever wanted to learn about urban planning and had some questions about it you were afraid to ask on YouTube? Let me tell you, you want to go to Nebula. We'll answer your questions about urban planning and more. Yeah. You know you want it. Let's talk about Strodes. I know you want to talk about Strodes. Only on Nebula with your, this network we put together. That's the only way you're going to learn about Strodes and right-of-ways and easements and city council meetings. Oh, we'll give you the city council meetings you want to engage with on Nebula. Anyway, Scared away people. I think I got everything in my note. This is what you guys have to look forward to on a second chamber channel about this stuff. I think I got all my notes. Yep. All right. Away those go. Cool. Thank you, guys. That's how I feel. Seriously, I was so nervous. I was so nervous yesterday. I was so, again, when you're putting up a YouTube video and there's 330, 340 people waiting in the chat to watch Ray talk about this video you did live in front of people and complain about the background music, like, it's freaky. It's freaky. It's weird. Maybe I will someday normalize to that. I doubt it. I will probably... oh my god. G-Man just uploaded something. Alright. We've been talking about this for a minute. I have a game. And go subscribe. Again, there's no channel. There's no stuff on the channel yet. But... it's there. You can at least be one of the first. You'll get a gold sticker at some point, I'm sure. Yeah, it's exciting. I'm gonna switch to a game. You guys are free to chat about whatever you like, and I will absolutely join you. I got a key code for this game called Geometry Survivor, which looks very much like Geometry Wars. The description says, survive for 20 minutes in an unforgiving grid world. I don't know how good it is. I don't, but I'm willing to give it a shot. So, all that said, we can talk about city planning, ASMR, whatever. We do that. I'm going to move this thing over. And if gaming's not your thing, you are free to do whatever. And I'm aware of some sort of gap. I don't know what the heckin' problem is. Hang on. I'm gonna check Elgato. I'm gonna turn something off, and I'm going to see if that changes anything. I think I'm just gonna. Yeah, like, subscribe, hit that thingy, do that stuff. Thank you guys for being with me. And again, this is just a blast. It's really fun. Stream health. Are we doing this? No super chats. It was actually pretty fun. Like on his stream, people were throwing money at him about the video. It's like, oh, someday I will be the man with the money. Ha ha ha. Kidding. Let's see. This seems really indie. Let's see what we got. A standard 6-slotted ship that starts with the auto aim upgrade. I'm getting. All right, so this is gonna be like some Vampire Survivors kind of stuff. Oh. Okay, so it's geometry. It's these look like Geometry Wars enemies too. I mean, I love Vampire Survivors. And I did a video about it years and years ago, but the best Geometry Wars is Geometry Wars 2, where they add the geomes. An autonomous projectile that flies around and wreaks heckin' yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. It bounced. Oh, that's pretty dope. Alright. 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 I'm going to have to update the stream info to say that it is about Geometry Survivor, so people know. I wonder if, is this a health bubble? What's that? Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright. I already have an achievement. Survive 1. Alright. Oh. You guys probably don't know this, but years ago, for Fleshing Zipper, I actually got to interview Stephen Cakebread, who was the programmer, designer of Geometry Wars back in the day. Because he worked at Bizarre Creations. And the interview's still up. You can go read it. Maybe I will fetch it at some point. I survived a long time, so game over. Dude, if you love Vampire Survivors, Brotato is right there. You know what? You know what, Cheese? I'm taking your challenge. Hang on. Where are we at? Is it on Game Pass? Bro, there it is. This is very much Game Pass, yeah. Alright, that's installing. Alright, we'll give that a minute. I've got getting Super Meat Boy, Binding of Isaac, what's his name? I can't remember his name. Why don't I remember his name? I don't have 300 credits. I have 9 credits, and these are going for 1 billion? Whatever. Fine. Who's the... Is there credits? Is there credits? Statistics. Alright. Edward, yes. I was, if you watch Indie Game the movie, I am actually one of the producers because I kickstarted it. Back in the day. That Indie Game the movie is an incredible documentary. I love it. Explosive trail. Okay, I didn't last nearly as long that time. Yeah. It seems like this is something that was put together by like 1 or 2 people tops, which is not a dig against it, because I know that Geometry Wars was like Stephen Cakebread he did most of it himself, and then he had I want to say he had an art dude and someone in sound and music, so it was kind of, you know, like 3 people. So and Geometry Wars 2, again, best one. So I like the explosive trail. That's pretty good. Oh, yeah. Gotta grab those geomes. Up. Force. There we go. Oh, shit. It doesn't seem like it has more modes like passivism and stuff like that, but one of the rightful criticisms of Geometry Wars 2 is that it had too many modes, which I get. Brotato was made by a few people too. Yeah, because I think Binding of Isaac was 1 or 2 people. I love this idea. I didn't know. No. Alright. 29 credits. I understand not wanting to give too many credits in advance of whatever. I guess the shop is kind of like the shop in Vampire Survivors, where you get some better starting stuff as you go. So you're not having to do everything by... I love black holes. Did I just get killed by my own black hole? Are you serious? Let's see if we can get to the first thing. Shop upgrade. So that I can get a little bit further. Because I'm down for this. I am down for the clock gun. Fires projectiles clockwise around the ship. Oh, don't die. That's cool. Yeah, pacifism is one of the greatest modes of any video game ever. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Because there are some people who are anti-pacifist mode, and they're wrong. They're just absolutely, completely wrong. So you survive 20 minutes, which is the Vampire Survivors. I think it would be dope to last 20 minutes. I'm just saying. Oh my god. Let's pick up all this stuff. Alright, let's get the hell out of there. Yes, give me all the power. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh. Quad laser. That's so dope. I've survived something. Survived 2. Alright, guys. These achievements are not very inventive. Okay, I have to admit. Ah! 17-4. That clock seems really slow. I need to check this game out. Looks fun. Yeah. Vampire Survivors is great, but after you play long enough, the game is too easy and it becomes... That's why you gotta play like the different characters, right? I know the first one is the one where it only attacks left and right, and then you get to the second character where it starts doing the auto fire in the directions. 68. We're getting there. Oh, health. Reroll. Increases your loot. Something, something, something. Showcase your skills by getting the ultimate prize, the trophy. Oh, that's dope. That's cool. Alright. Alright, let's keep... How many... I've played an entire... Survived an entire 6 minutes and killed a bunch of people. Woo! Alright. I think I like the clock gun over... Because it only rotates 90 degrees, which is not enough degrees for me. If someone asks how many degrees I need, it is more than 90. Black hole didn't really do anything for me. Ooh, loot magnet. I'm a huge fan of that. And if you have a point doubler, I'll take that too. The heck? No, in Vampire Survivors, there's a form of meta progression that makes you overpowered. Applies to... Oh, I guess you gotta get really, really, really far in there. All characters are essentially the same. In Vampire Survivors 2 outside... Yeah. That's fair. And I might have gotten... Because I would get to the 20-minute mark, and... I would be able to get to the 20-minute mark. And I do know that different environments, because I hadn't unlocked all of the environments yet. Vampire Survivors seems to have it a little bit easier, like a little easier progression than this, at least starting out. The enemies don't seem... I mean, they give you an entire frickin' thing. Just picking you off. Get out of here. Give me your gems. Come on, give me your gems. Yeah, in Vampire Survivors, you would get, you know, some countryside to go roam around, so... Oh, hey. I don't like that. But at least in Vampire Survivors, you'd have, like, graveyards and stuff, so, you know. Oh. Gotta go collect some gems so I can get some power-ups. I don't have enough bombs so I can blow up people. Allied ship? Sure. Oh, I don't feel like I'm getting any closer to that 20-minute mark. How are we doing? On 93, is there something easy I can get? Increase the number of credits you get at the end of each run. We need the point doubler. That's 250. We're not going to 250. But you have to get the loot magnet first. That's too many. Alright, let's spend 50. Alright, let's do it. Alright, let's go another couple rounds of this, and then we'll try potato. Bro-tato! Yeah, you city advocates thought you were getting city planning advice. No, you're getting indie geometry wars. Vampire Survivor. Ugh. I have misled you. I am the ultimate clickbait. I have fooled you guys. Oh, that's not very fair. The first, like, 30 minutes of this stream was just that. See, that was dope. Oh, yeah. With explosive missile, a sphere that destroys does not... Sound effects have a kind of that cheesy 70s vibe going on there. Kinda. Oh, are you serious? I did worse that time. But I did do 25 credits. Alright, one more. And then we'll switch and we'll try it out. Because I want to try it out. No one needs fat beam. I love fat beams. Oh my god. Give me more of that fat beam. It's like Jim Beam, but oh, let's take some of that loot magnet. Come on, give me that fat beam. I'm a huge fan of the fat beam. Yeah, we'll take a freaking. I guess sometimes I'm not terribly perceptive. Geometry survivors, vampire survivors. You know, I realize there's not some copyright on that. Survivors is just a name, but whatever. Should have put 2 and 2 together. Like, yo, this is what this game is. Yes. Get the fat beam so I can cut down these fools. Quicker. Quicker than that, yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, shit. Alright. How far did we get? 31. I'm earning a lot more credits, so that's pretty cool. We gotta do one more round so I can get the 100. That's how they get you. Let's see if the allied ship's any better now. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's my helper. I think Geometry Wars 3 had a co-op mode. Maybe 2 did too, but maybe I just never played with anyone because I was lonely, because I had no friends who wanted to do gaming nerdery with me. I swear I think it was Geometry Wars 2 had that too. I have played so much Geometry Wars 2. So much. But I also played the original. Alright, there we go. Alright, we've done. We're gonna go to the shop. Let's go to the shop. What do we got? Increases the range of your loot magnet. Cool. Got it. Let's go to Brotato and see what we got. Yeah, definitely getting some Ed McMillan vibes on this. Oh, but Godot. Yahoo knows all about Godot. Geometry Survivor is not available for purchase on Xbox? Oh shit. Did I break embargo? Hang on. I have to see if I broke embargo. You guys may have seen a forbidden game. Oops. Hang on. Oh my god. Good thing I didn't advertise it anywhere, right? Oh. It was on my main. Yes, this is the stream where Nick looks through his emails to see. Thank you for your interest. It's this game available, blah blah blah. The game will be available on Steam, Switch, Series XS, Xbox One, PlayStation 5 and 4 on the 21st. So I'm just playing 2 days in advance. Duskraven, welcome. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. I thought there was a respect the embargo date day, but I'm not seeing it. So it's out on the 21st. The demo is available now, but I've been playing the full version. Yeah, I don't see anything about embargo date. Oh well. 2 more days. Alright, we're playing Rotato. What we got? What do you like playing as, Cheeseworks? Elemental damage. But I like melee. Or do I? I don't know. I don't like things that take away max XP. Start with a knife. 50% attack speed. Let's just go with well-rounded. There we go. Knife. You beat the game with every... Oh, fine. Fine. I had to take... some of my allergies or something's going on. Damage, 12. Let's go with the pistol, sure. So many choices. Alright. Is this an Ed McMullen game? I think so, from the Blobfish. Oh, it's an automatic fire. Okay, gotcha. The art direction, I'm getting like Nuclear Throne vibes as well. Every character brings its own challenge. Yeah, gotcha. I don't know. Oh, okay. I will take... yeah. It does seem to give you a lot of stuff early on. Like, this is a lot of stuff very fast. Which, that can be its own problems when it comes to progression. Because if it gives you too much stuff early on, not that I'm saying it does here, but then it can feel like cheat codes. Definitely inspired by Ed and his art. Yeah, you definitely feel that. Between this and Vlambeer. Definitely. Let's do armor. Let's take the baby gecko and that. Look at all this stuff. Come to me. I'll take XP. Absolutely. I'll take the range. Let's take the Lost Duck. And we'll do Ghost Flint and that. And we'll go. This is absurd. All these weapons just chilling. Yeah, I can see how you could lose hundreds of hours in this game. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just saying yes to everything. So much stuff. Absolutely. Let's see. Attack speed. I like attack speed. The chaos is so much fun. Yeah, that's why I like mid and late stage Vampire Survivors. There's just so much stuff going on, and you're trying to weave your way through the middle there. Let's go for speed. And that. That. Yeah, we did 2 speed updates. And all of a sudden we're slashing fools like a paper shredder. Alright, if this is how chaotic it looks now, I'm kind of excited to see where it goes after this. Oh my god. Survivor 1. Are we are we doing this here? I just try to break the game constantly in games like this. How do you do that? +7 damage, I'll take it. Clotry. I don't have it. Wait. I'll lock this so I can get it next time. Here we go. Just ripping it up. It was definitely a period of time, like late 360, early Xbox One, where a lot of games looked like this. Alright. I just keep Gatherer 1, yeah. HP regeneration, I'll take it. Let's go more range. Let's get that. Let's get that. Oh. I'm just getting... It's that dopamine is what it does. It's like, give it to me all the time. Give me all the stuff. That said, I have never gotten into the Game Pass daily turn-in stuff to get rewards thing. Which one of you guys was like, start using Bing so you can get rewards? And I'm like, no. You're not gonna do it. You're not gonna make me use Mr. Bing. Mr. Bing's mean. Tells me weird stuff. Okay, I just caught myself in a corner. Extreme maxing. I unlocked the last achievement in Brotato yesterday. It's the perfect game for me to play while listening to a YouTube video. I hear you. I hear you. I thought I already chose that one. 224. I guess we're just gonna get everything, aren't we? Alright. Let's go. Don't charge at me. Let's see, 9 XP. Always, forever. I'm just gonna do whatever. Playing Rayman Origins, isn't that the classic game from whatever year? Does it automatically collect all the stuff? Do I need to go here and physically pick it up? I've already leveled up. I'm just gonna keep leveling up forever. You need to pick up material. Okay. It's from 2012. It was on sale for like $3. Yeah, that's kind of what happens when you get a game like that. Recycle for I don't need. I have so much money. It seems. I'll take that. I'll take speed. Sure. Quick damage. Let's Oh. No. My goodness. Rookie. Alright. Get out of here, achievement. Well, I guess we can just... Oh. I was kind of intentionally running in there just to see how much work I was actually getting done. Because it seemed like I was pretty invulnerable. But Vampire Survivors does that too, where you can take... you're a lot less fragile. Alright, let's pick up... let's go. Let's harvest. Yeah, there we go. Roxy, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oof. Don't lose your baggage if you can help it while you're traveling. Not that you can really help it. Ooh, I'll take that. Yeah, Uh-oh. Alright. Well, let's upgrade this, and this, and this. And let's go to wave 3. I need to lean up. So I'm still in the camera. Yes. I can combine weapons too. Ooh. Yeah, let's do elemental jam. Yeah. Rocket launcher. I like the sound of that. Let's go. Wave completed. Oh, wait. I just... Trees die in one hit. I'll take a slingshot. Sure. No, I can't. No. Okay. Wait, let's combine the... Let's try that out. Alright, let's do it. I guess it just allows you to mix together compatible weapons so that you get damage multiplier? I'm assuming? I don't have Mr. Bing in front of me. I can't answer questions. Oh my god. Nope, nope, nope. Well, that soaked up a lot of those. Is there a dodge? Is that what... Am I missing a dodge? I don't know. I didn't pick. Usually I go with either ranged or melee. They don't usually combine well. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll take that, sure. Let's choose luck. I love it. Ooh, let's take a... ooh, we got a bat. Let's take a bat. Ranged, melee. Ranged, melee. Melee, ranged. We'll recycle this. Let's see if we can get something. Bat, I know. It's a sky puppy. This feels like a lot of people. Sky Rat. Let's do the heart. Uh-huh. 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 Where is it? Yes, we'll do that. We'll do all of... No. Oh, there's a vignette. That's scary. Vignettes on the screen are terrifying. Ooh, I'll take whatever that is. It's a sky puppy, exactly. Yes. Precisely. You know what's up. I will take a beanie. I've got, hang on. So in the Urbanist video, I didn't put it on there. Exactly. Yes, Dusk Raven, with a mysterious identity. Let's see. I didn't wear it on here. Let me switch. Hang on. Let me switch views real quick. I didn't wear it on the video, and I kind of wish I had. But this is my usual leaving the house beanie, and it's got flag. I gotta get it update, but it's a pin for the Colorado and the United States, and then this is a pin for I'm trying to get it just I'm trying to upside down and backwards. This is our city pin for Colorado Springs. If I can get a little bit closer there. So I'll wear this in here. This flag represents the three sides are blue, which represents clear air, the sky. The white represents the purity. This used to be a retreat for those suffering from consumption. There was a lot of tuberculosis huts and stuff like that. You can't really see it in here. I'll see if I can back it up just a little bit. There's a hexagon that's rounded in green. That is the legacy loop around downtown, which is not complete yet, but it's a trail that you will be able to ride around downtown. It's been kind of a dream, but it's never been fully realized. You have the mountain, which is Tava, which is the name that the Ute people gave it. You have the bright, glorious sunbeams, and then you have these three. You can't really see them, but they're like not parallelograms, but trapezoids. They're green ones that represent the ore that was brought down from the mountains, because Colorado Springs is where they brought on mountains or minerals, gold, stuff like that. Cripple Creek is a casino town that has made its reputation on being a gold mining town. So there's your history lesson. Okay? Think about it. Oh, let's see what happens when I switch this to... Can I switch this to analytics, stream, hell, shopping? Let's see. Thank you. I'm trying to switch to the category here, which I think I can do. Streaming software, yes, it's public. We're not nonprofit site. We are gaming right now, and we are playing Brotato from 2022. Alright, so now we can get that hot Rotato lesson. Thank you, Dusk Raven. 727. Yeah. Alright. Let's get legs. Alien eyes. Shoot 6 alien eyes. I'll take it. Precise. Knife 2. I'll take that. Alright, let's go. Wave 9. Let's. Oh, yep, no. It's so many people. Oh, I just killed. How soon is soon? That's a fantastic question. Soon is good. Let's go on the range combat and HP generation. Now I saw this dude was going live and was curious as to what it was for. Oh, well. Initially, this started an hour and 41 minutes ago. We're talking about CityWorks and the reaction to the CityNerd video, which was reaction to my Urbanist video. And then I was like, let's play video games. So we got Geometry Survivors, not Geometry Wars. And now we've got, oh, heckin'. Let's get rid of this dumb knife. And we'll get a heckin' thing in here. So yeah, now we're just playing games, like usual. Alright, that'll... There's gotta be like some nuke... Because this is not great. I don't like this. There's so many people I gotta kill. I don't like how the heart covers up chat. You know what? I agree. Are you going to create a few videos first, upload them all at once for the Urbanist channel? Yeah, Mr. YouTube is not great at that. When you pick up a crate. Yeah, I'll take that, sure. Yes, the idea would be I want to do like 2 and then like a trailer, because I got to put a video on the review channel that's not terribly long, and that, like, I guess a trailer, and then put a video or 2 on the main channel so that there's content there so that people can engage in it. So that will be interesting. The first one I think will just be an explainer about how I got into the process, and then I'm hunting for guests. So, and I realize that can be a lot when you're a nobody YouTuber who's passionate about stuff on the internet. You know, I'm not a celebrity, guys. I know you guys love me and I love you, but I'm not Elvis, okay? I can't go to Vegas and people are like, yo, it's Nick Raven, the famed urbanist advocate who wants you to give you the... Oh, that was an example. there's discussion of strong towns, right? They're very bottom up, and people are like, "What? Strong towns does all this stuff for the urbanist community. They got all these groups. You can do that. They have local conversations, and they have like really like capitalized names and that." And my goal wasn't to like denigrate their work, because obviously they've got a lot of passionate people in there, but their YouTube channel doesn't really. Their YouTube channel is kind of like this marketing arm for their non-profit. And so when people say like step 2 is strong towns, I'm very wary of people who are like, just do strong towns, because Chuck Marohn is one scandal away from setting back urbanism by like 10-20 years. And the fact that strong towns and new urbanism are entwined like that is kind of scary. And also they are against the top-down, like government dictates what's going on thing. They love local advocacy, the bottom-up thing, which is important, but and you need bottom-up organization and communications and stuff like that. But this idea that you can't also get the government involved, because that's also, those are the people who run the machinery, like you have to do both. So anyway, I should have made the be a DVD video logo. I doubt I'll do that if I... So the plugin is actually originally a DVD logo, but it's like I want a B, not a DVD logo. So we had the opposite idea. I'm going to take out this knife and replace it with a gun, because that's how that works. And we're going to take out this and replace it with that. Alright. Now I've got a bunch of guns. I assume you're not watching live. Maybe, if you're seeing the B, because that's at the beginning. Some of the elements of this stream have not been changed in the 3 years since I started streaming, so... But I think Buzzy's just going to stay there, even when I have a $10 million studio like CoffeeZilla. I think that's just how it has to work. I'm going to remember you guys. We're going to have Buzzy the Bee wandering around. So, Roxy, sit down. That was really close, guys. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. It had no hair. Fuzzy wasn't very fuzzy wuzzy. Range combat. Shredder, explosive, spear, blah, 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 blah. Melee. Maybe we do need something that's a little bit closer. What are we going to do? What's the weakest one in here? What's a DPS? What's a DPS, people? Let's switch this one out for Spear 3. Alright. Alright, let's do it. Oh. 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 Oh, goodness. Alright, we're vignetting. That's not great. There we go. Not sure if both channels being supported by on the same Patreon is the best idea. I'm going to try that out. If one channel gets more attention than the other, it may create an issue. My big thing is you can't merge channels after the fact. And So it was a struggle to understand that it could potentially cause that issue, but also to be like, you're supporting the nth company, which is tentatively what I'm calling it. Let's do a new run. So I'd like to start with there and go from that. Let's start with, I guess we'll start with a shredder and this. Roxy, sit down. Nth Co, exact right. Vague, I think you just started the video and we're an hour and 50 minutes in. I think you're watching the VOD as we're live still. But I think he can only understand that if he's reading the text. Vague ideas. We are in the future with our DeLoreans. We are an hour and 51 minutes into the stream, and it sounds like you're just starting. Welcome, buddy. We want to bring you into the future. The future of 2024. We have invented time travel an hour in advance. No, no, no. Streaming's weird. Streaming's weird. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Quite a few people showing up, enjoying themselves tonight. We're doing this every week. We try to aim for Monday, Wednesday, Friday for you to hop in. We'll play different games on Game Pass, whatever. We'll just chat. I love chatting with you guys, so just hop in around the same time, 4:45 p.m. Mountain, which is 6:45 Eastern. So if you need something to do that day, hop in the chat, do that. Like the chat if you like the stream, of course. And subscribe and do everything, all that fun stuff. Roxy, what are you doing? I don't know what my dog's doing. Sit down, Roxy. Take down that tree because we're evil. Gather too, yeah. Why does it not go straight to live? I have no idea. What you doing, Pupper? What you doing? Got my red, white, and blue non-branded carbonated beverage. Oh. Puppy is doing something. She needs her nails trimmed is what she needs. She is an agent of chaos. Ah. Let's pick up some glowy goo stuff. I prefer YT streaming over Twitch, so I can usually time travel. When I started streaming, I was actually doing Restream.io, so you could actually stream to both. But it was kind of a pain to set up, and I realized that I don't really care if I'm big streaming on Twitch. This automatically feeds into this YouTube thing that I'm already working on, so it's like, may as well. So it's just easier. OBS works directly with it. I'm sure it works directly with Twitch as well. But yeah, let's get rid of something. Ooh, let's combine. Oh, if you get two of them, I guess they become one. That makes more sense. That makes sense. Unarmed. Let's take everything. And I just, it's easier for me to manage this. I remember I would have like my Chromebook open so that I could handle, have the Restream chat open, because that had both the Twitch and the YouTube one in the thing, and then I didn't have to manage the browser object and all the Restream widgets and stuff that you had to have to make much sense of it. I mean, I still use Restream for like fundraisers and stuff like that. There's Streamlabs. That stuff's pretty cool. You know, when I need help with rent and everyone chips in and helps out, that's pretty cool. It's nice to have that. But yeah, I think just streaming on YouTube just makes a lot more sense, even if some people are like, I don't know, I don't like streaming, I just want 3-hour videos that are edited that I don't watch so that I can listen to them or whatever. I just use Twitch to follow my niece's channel. Yep. I clicked on a Film Cow stream last week and it went straight to live. Yeah. I mean, Mr. YouTube is the one putting the heart over the text, so I'm right there with you, buddy. I don't understand anything. I just talk about video games sometimes and I play them, and I talk about city planning advocacy sometimes, and I do this and etc. So, you know, what do I know? If you're so smart, why aren't you rich? As they say in Batman in the animated series. Also, that's my favorite episode of Batman the animated series. The Riddler and the Minotaur. Thumbs up in the chat if you love Batman the animated series. Come on, let's get those thumbs. Let's do it. Get those hearts, get those thumbs. Show the love. Mask of the Phantasm. You got it. Have you thought about having a dedicated space video for an ad break instead of stopping in the middle of it? Maybe. I don't do breaks on streams that are less than 4 hours. I just go. So I just let YouTube do whatever the hell it wants. The urban planning video was an interesting topic out of right fields. I subscribed after watching the System Shock video and wouldn't know about urban planning otherwise. Well, the new channel, as you can see in the bottom of this... Hang on. Yeah, hang on. Got it, buddy? Down there... That's the URL. There's no content there yet. There's a logo out that I've done. It's on the Discord. Yeah, you can go there and be one of the first subscribers. And as I start working on that, that's a thing. It's a thing, is what I'm saying. So I can kind of separate that. The reason why I kind of didn't mention earlier, but the reason why I didn't send everyone a notification when I did that Urbanist video is I didn't want people like, I subscribed to a gaming channel. I didn't subscribe to Urban Plan and Bull Poop. So, you know, whatever. Even if it ultimately ended up getting recommended to them anyway, so whatever. Yes. Alright, we're going to take everything. I'm down again. And then you get notification and hit that bell, which I don't think you can even do yet. I don't think. It doesn't have a banner, doesn't have a thing. I've got to change it from the Nth City to Nth City. It may have already changed over, but I swear I changed it in the branding before I started the stream. And, you know, the Patreon's there too. Oh, that was the other thing with the Patreon, is that it's going to be patreon.com/thenreview. But I'm going to be sending people there from, you know, Nth City. So I was like, oh, do I do that? Do I change it? So that then... Do I change it then so that it invalidates all the old callouts that I've had in every other previous game? Or do I do two? There's so many choices. But it's like cart before horse. Real stuff. Ooh, I want lifesteal. Ghost Axe. That's a 2. That's it. Let's do that. Oh, why did I do that? Let's lock this. So I think I can change the name of the Patreon. But my big thing is I now have 22 Nth Reviews. That's brought to you by my patrons at patreon.com/thenreview. And then they'll go there and they'll be like, nothing's here, bros. And I don't think you can park like subdomains, alternate things. So it's like, I don't really want to give up that. That's my catchphrase for those videos. It's so many choices, and I know that Patreon's like, yeah, set up different Patreons for different things, and ultimately that may be what I do before long. But honestly, if no one's becoming a Patreon subscriber to the Nth City anyway, it doesn't really matter. So send me money and I will make content and hire people so we can make more content. There we go. That's how capitalism works. Give me all your money. Watch all the ads. Watch this to the very second. Like and subscribe. All that stuff. Engagement. You may have answered this in the earlier in the stream, but are you pumped up that the urban planning video is blowing up in different? Glad to hear the response has been good. Yeah, I did address it earlier, so if you want a more comprehensive answer, I did there. Cheesehead asked it. But, yeah, I was not expecting the response like that. People have said that this video has been brought up in discussions. It's been recommended to Ray at CityNerd a couple times, which is why he did the... ooh, Peaceful Bee! Yes! Got it! That's how Ray at CityNerd became aware of it. And I uploaded that video to this channel, intentionally not notifying subscribers because they didn't sign up for Urbanist content, and it still blew up. And so, and the amount of feedback has been incredible. It's been uplifting and it's been validating, which is why you can go down and subscribe, by the way, to the URL below and be one of the first subscribers of the second channel. Exactly, B. Yeah, like this stream. We're at 22 likes. I love it. The more the merrier. Get recommended, all that stuff. I gotta change more thumbnails, but I'm too lazy. You know what's up. You know what's up. Next week, Baldy said he was going to be back, so he would be able to... We'll get in the chat together, and if you've watched one of these streams so far with Baldy, he is amazing. He's my co-pilot on here. Okay, this isn't great. I'm getting owned very fast. Yep, there we go. Level 12 is where I guess they really started to get to that. Oh, my watch is telling me to stand. I can't stand now. I'm a gamer. I'm can't. I'm a digital native. Yeah, so it has definitely been, the reaction has been amazing. And I assume a chunk of that was also from subscribers who just happened to be recommended it. Bees! Yes, I got bees. I love bees, which is why Buzzy the Bee is in there. Let's get some items. Uh-huh. That is a cat. Ah. A standing cat. Oh. Oh my god. That's so scary. Alright, let's get back to blasting. If Baldy ever needs a replacement, I'm available. Yeah, I keep it. What we'll do is we'll use the Patreon. We have a Patreon voice chat so that I made the mistake one time, and you only need to make the mistake once of doing an open chat. And there's a stream. It's still up. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was the 10,000 subscriber one. But someone came into our public Discord chat and just started causing a bunch of stuff. So it's like, alright, well, if we're going public, we're definitely using a closed channel for the people who already support the channel, and Baldy is amazing. So Baldy is the best, absolutely. You know, guys, I'm just saying, if you support the Patreon, we'll hire Baldy, and he can this can just be his job. I know he wants it. I know he wants to be the wingman and the cheerleader. So, just think about that when you go over to patreon.com/thentreview. Just saying. Talk about making things real. Lumberjack. Let's do more damage. Wrench. Shuriken. But it's only 1 damage. Oh, turret. There we go. Boiling water. Alright, let's go. This guy is so happy. Before this stream ends, we're going to go back to Geometry Survivor and kind of cleanse our palate here. This is fun. We'll play more of this. I don't know what format, but we will. Because I kind of only play games when I'm on the stream, so... I kind of don't want to advertise what game I'm playing in the stream, because then people just come. Yeah, I figured you out. I figured you out. Alright, let's see. 1 max XP for every 20 enemies you kill during... okay, yeah. That's fine. Gentle alien. Uh-huh. Alright. Gotta pick up... what are these things that they leave behind? Are they like gems? Are they... rods? Because a nuclear throne, it's pretty clear like they're nuclear somethings. Radioactive goo turns you into a turtle. That wants pizza. I wonder if the urbanism video is going to hit a million views. I guess the urban planning... yeah, I was very much... So here's what I did. And you can watch the VOD. And that's your evidence. But I said, alright, all you people where you like urban planning content, get the hell out of here. Get out. Get out. I don't want you on here anymore. and we're going to play video games, which is the opposite of urban planning content. That's basically what I said. And that's why we're here. I'm kidding. I was like, all right, well, that's all I had to say about the thing in response to my video and otherwise. So now what I get to do is I need to go into when people make replies to that video, which people are still doing by a lot. I just need to go watch this stream. Go watch the stream. Go watch the stream. I like games and urban planning. Hell yeah. No thoughts on Seattle? I've never been. I want to go, though. It's on our list of places to go, so, you know. I will take the cake. These Survivor games are great for streaming. It's intense. Are there more that I'm missing out on Game Pass? I figure since I have a head start on the Geometry Survivors thing before it goes live, I should probably stream a little bit more of that, which I said I would. But get that exclusive hot first look. I swear I thought this thing had an embargo, or it had an embargo, and maybe it does, and I'm going to get yelled at by some time. They're never going to ship me a game again. Never, ever. Because I'm such a huge jerk, and I forgot to check in advance. Come to Pittsburgh too. That sounds pretty cool. We'll go watch where they shot some scenes from Batman. Because I know they shot parts of that around Batman. Oh, here's the beanie again. Yep, let's do it. Yep. Let's go. What are your thoughts on the light rail for Vague? In Phoenix, they actually had a light rail. It goes between, or did when I lived there, went between Tempe and downtown Phoenix. And I was actually recommending a friend just take it to do that. But I never did that because we were all so far away from downtown Phoenix. If the light rail ran all the way out to West Phoenix where I lived, I probably would have used it more, honestly. It would have got... So in Phoenix, there's Grand Avenue, which goes diagonally northwest out of downtown. And it is this major corridor, and it's really busy. And that would be a great place to run a light rail. Maybe. Or maybe it's terrible, because I don't know that much about Phoenix's layout there. But, oh, if that... I would have taken the light rail a lot if they had done that. But they it's been 8 years since I've lived... 9 years since I've lived there, so... Heinz Field, the stadium exploded in the film. That is a great way... that is a great way to dedicate a portion of your film to understand. Yes. 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 Thank you. Sorry, phone it's just all the time. It's just happening. People from blah 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 blah. People are not the greatest. I find it odd that these urban up channels. I find it odd to call these up channels slacktivists. They put a lot of ton of work in their research and videos, and have created a growing culture of people who are now attending civic meetings and doing real change. And they do mention in their videos how you can get involved. They kind of do. Rarely they do, but clearly based on other responses, it's not good enough. Just saying attend council meetings, it's not good enough. I mean, and I realize the irony of me saying go attend council meetings isn't enough. There's more to it. We know that because we play video games and play Survivor games. We know that. But people are clearly being marooned on both sides of the chasm. And that is my point. There is a gap. You can see it in the thumbnail, which is totally clickbait. It's 100% clickbait. Totally misleading. Telling you guys, selling you guys one thing and delivering another. What I should have done is put up a video with that name and title, and it's just this 3-hour stream. Oh, we gotta go down the middle here. The right rail is going to connect several cities. It's not just Seattle. Yeah, because you got Tacoma in there, and I don't know if it's going to Bellevue and Redmond. Those seem like really popular places. About a third of it is active, and like Hawaii, they're building their. It's not a light rail, but it is a monorail. There was actually a video by yet another urbanist who talked about grade separation and how they've had accidents with cars impacting trains twice at the same intersection. Go check that out. Talk about grade separation. Sword. We want sword. We do. We're going to combine these so that we can get it. Alright. And I will take engineer. I don't know what engineering does. Oh, and there is one advantage of using an existing Patreon on a new channel is that it looks like there's not 0 people supporting the channel right off the bat, starting from scratch. You can go from SeaTac to Redmond. It's going to go up to Everett. I think of Everett, I think of that big Boeing factory they got up there. I know Boeing's kind of all over the area up there. We're going to get some range. I love range. Let's regenerate our HP. Oh, an incendiary turret. I will take that. Oh, alright. What are we combining in here? Nope. We're going to recycle this so that we can get this, what looks like a rare item, but it's not. We get to wave 13. Alright, I'm running into too many people. Alright, I'm second. Nope. Let's get out of here. Blah. Only wave 10 on here. Alright, we're switching back. Hang on, we're going to return to the main menu. Alright, we're going to play more of that in the future. In the meantime, let's survive. This is such just a different vibe after playing, you know, a very Ed McMullen inspired. Just these two games that are very much wholly inspired by other remarkable games. Yeah, take that, suckers. Yeah, we're gonna orbit this thing. Ooh, that's very powerful. That's very powerful. I like that gun. Up, 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 up. Yeah, let's become temporarily invulnerable. I like the sound of that. Ah! 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 I love being Mr. Dark. Alright, we're gonna carve through you guys, because you're jerks. I want all... Ooh. I want to be invulnerable longer. Yeah, there we go. Ah! No! No, it's not over. I like that it appears to do pickups often. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do have Cyberpunk. Yeah. Which now I'm like, well, when the hell am I going to play that? Shit. I'm like, I had to redo the first hour or so because, okay, I installed it. And there was a save bug with the Series S that I had to look up that it wouldn't let you save. So I went through the entire tutorial, wound up in Night City, died, and then had to restart. And that was, again, I went through the whole virtual tutorial and everything. Because it's like, well, this is the game I want to do next. Yeah, allied ship. Let's do the allied ship. We're gonna pull in the loot. Much easier. Supercharge. Sphere that destroys enemies. I am a huge fan of things that destroy. Oh, yeah. I like that. That's pretty cool. It's almost like my fat beam. If you arrived in the stream and thought it was Brotato, you are mistaken. This is Neon Brotato. Fat beam. Heckin'. I love fat beams. Yeah, did you see that? That was me fat beaming. I love fat beaming. I'm gonna put that on my gravestone as I die. I played Cyberpunk 2077 at launch on the Xbox One X, and it played great, minimal glitches and bugs. I don't know if you're being sarcastic, because I remember that was not the reputation at the time. If you had not hit like on this stream yet, go hit like on this stream. Show him who's boss. Show Mr. YouTube that you approve of the Nth Review playing games on the internet and talking about urbanism stuff. That is a unique combination that I'm sure that people will appreciate. Oh, I should have gone with the quad laser. I like the quad laser. No, quad laser's kind of lame. Because it only goes to 90 degrees. Orbiters. Yeah, those are good. That was dumb. I'm serious, it played really well for me. Well, I'm glad. I remember people who were playing it on like base PS4 or Xbox One were not having great experiences. Hang on. How many credits do I have? 73? I've got to have some. Hang on. Where are my credits? Start. I don't know why I need a re-roll. Or why I want one. So, I don't know. Whatever. I'll pick it. 500 credits. Randomly picks upgrades every time you level up. Available to purchase, surviving at least 10 minutes. Wow. So you have to survive 10 minutes, and then buy it. That's a double whammy. Excuse me. Boomerang. I recall the supercharge not being very superchargy, I must admit. Quad laser. I don't know how many people actually showed up to this stream expecting some hot, breakdown with CityNerd, me throwing down the gauntlet, showing CityNerd who's boss, but, same here, Chief. Now I have to be careful about which one is actually my stuff. What's the enemy stuff? What I need is the force field, because then I can create this real wicked zone where I'm just like destroying the heck out of people. Let's do more of a range on there, I guess. We are taking on all the geometry. I think if kids understood that this is what geometry class leads to, they would probably want to take it. Oh, are you serious? Your Nth City streams can only be City Skylines 2. I know, I'm a rebel, daddy. Should be playing City Skylines all the time, even though there's been a number of videos that have popped up in my feed about the problem with City Skylines 2, because I know it's an early game and it's got problems. and it's awaiting the patches and the DLC and all that stuff, which I don't think anyone would have anticipated. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't want to be one of those YouTubers where it's like, well, now I can only play city builder games. I can only be Biffa now. I can only sit here with 20 billion mods like Irascible wants. And manage traffic simulations. What a miserable nightmare that would be. I mean, if you like those kinds of games and you want to do that, more power to you, okay? I'm not here to yuck your yums here, okay? Unless you like Nickelback, and then we're gonna have some beef. Canadian beef. But, thank God. I just want to play weird stuff that I like. That's all I want. I want to play this. This one, and Potato, and Everspace 2, and a Fat Beam. Yes. Oh, yep. Fat Beam. Oh, you guys. Oh, you guys. You can get... I'm going to start a restaurant and I'm going to call it the Fat Beam. Because you're going to come and you're going to get fat. And that is just life. That is the truth about urban planning right there. Is you get fat thinking about off-ramps and easements and other stuff. And then you go to the Fat Beam for your hot taco burrito. It's a burrito with tacos inside it, and it's got an invitation with a QR code to go subscribe to this feed so you can watch and do stuff with that shit. No, Fat Beam, I need help. Fat Beam. The allied ship and the Fat Beam really seem to be not kind of overlapping to the extent that I don't like that. Maybe the Fat Beam is also like shit. The Fat Beam is not like shit. Okay, we're talking good about the Fat Beam. What's with the nth branding? What's the origin of that? I kind of wish I knew. The story I keep telling is that N is a Nick, and by the time you've watched my review, there's already been 1 billion of them, so it's like the nth review of that game. So that was pretty... literally not much time went into that decision, I assure you. But I love it. And when the Fat Beam goes online, it'll be owned by the nth company. Because it'll be the nth restaurant. Maybe the Fat Beam will be a drink, and it's just like a slushie or something, just really thick and syrupy. Take that. Oh, I need to put up a new sticky in the in a comment in the urban review the Urbanist YouTube video. I need to put up a thing that links to this stream so that people can see answers to a bunch of questions they may have. So someone remind me, or maybe I'll just never forget. Force field, love it. Yeah, there we go. Or if someone wants to make the comment, I'll pin it. But otherwise, I will get to it. No worries. It's a little dangerous to be leaning on that force field. It is useful. Look at all this stuff that's just hanging out here. It doesn't seem to expire very quickly, so that's pretty good. Well, that was just silly. I can't remember what my longest time is on here so far, but 17 minutes seems pretty much close to what's going on. Oh. Alright. More power-ups. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so yeah, just like that, we need to... Go grab geomes, which I'm sure is not the name that they intended to use with this. So I'm sure that's copywritten by... Alright, so one of the things about the Activision purchase is that Microsoft acquired Geometry Wars, even though it was basically Xbox exclusive until Activision bought Bizarre Creations back in the day. So now it's all reunited. I do like the idea of the loop magnet. That seems pretty dope. That did not seem as useful as I expected. I just keep getting... We're at 5 minutes. Yep. It says I've survived for 5 minutes, but it's 15:48 or whatever. So I don't know if I agree with that, Mr. I want to wreck more stuff is what I want to do. I like that this and Brotato do kind of slightly different things. This is one run, and that one's wave runs, wave-based, so you're not in the scene for terribly long. Auto aim. I'm getting so many achievements, guys. It is so cool. It's like 2005 all over again. Some of you guys don't know this, but I bought my 360 on day 1, November 23rd. Well, I got there the 22nd, but November 22, 2005. I waited outside of Best Buy for 13.5 hours in southern Denver for my Xbox because they wouldn't let us do a midnight release at my store where I worked at. So that's some trivia. And they're forcing people to bundle, like they required people to get plane charge kits to recharge their controllers, even though they were getting the arcade system, which didn't have a wireless controller. It was just a plug-in controller. Although, humble brag, it was pretty cool to play with a 360 controller at E3 2005, so, you know, I like that. Oh my god, oh, that's scary. That's scary. Is my music too loud? Hang on. Alright, let me know how that is. Is the monitor too loud? Is that what's going on? Secret agent, let me know. No worries. Thank you for the heads up. Yeah, let's get all those geomes. We're at 13 minutes already. That's pretty good. It's the best so far. Oh, I don't like that. I don't know what those explosions are, but I don't like them. I'm getting another achievement. Oh my god. Survive 7. Oh, we're talking about Game Pass. Game Pass is amazing. There's so many good, and it's all the third-party ones too. So, I'm really running into issues here. We're gonna use a bigger and better force field. That is so many enemies. Oh, look at all those geomes. Let me tell you. I love geomes. I love geomes so much. Except when I die. I don't like that so much. Sub to Game Pass for years. Have you seen a rise in Patreon subs since the Urbanism vid? I want to say like 1 or 2. It hasn't been a big thing, especially since it's only that video so far. I've tried so many games I never would have. Thanks. Yeah, Game Pass is great, and I knew it was coming years and years ago. But it's like, who's going to be the one who bit? Made it real. Alright. How's the shop going? How many credits? I have 360... Guys, I have 362 credits. What do I buy, though? Invulnerability. I like that. Alright. Let's go survive. I still miss physical copies. I fear what would happen if Valve went bankrupt and I lost everything. I've lost all of my physical copies in the past couple years. And so I've lost all those games. So I've moved enough times. I hate moving physical stuff. It's really irritating. I have not bought a physical game in like 11 years at this point. On either console or PC. I know some people really think that they really help with preservation or something, but I know a lot of games you need... They're kind of just codes with plastic discs in them. So, I know people like their physical copies. I get it. But, yeah, I don't know. Just listen to this old man ramble with the hoodie. Talking about his pins. There's the man talking about his pins on the internet again. He doesn't show up. He plays those little dart games with the arcades and gets drunk and does whatever. Quad laser. Getting him fat beams. Getting high on those fat beams. God. Alright, that was not a good start. Spiral gun sucks. Someone moves often and I can't have physical games. Hey, I still have my old stuff. I even have my Civ 2. Okay, posters are different because I've still got like all of my maps from like GTA 4 and 5 and Fallout 3 and 4. I would love to start putting those up. I have not done that yet, but I also don't want to put them up like, you know, as is, like some kid living at home. Oh, I was told somewhere that it looked like I was in my mom's basement, and I thought that was cute. And it wasn't Cliffy B, because he's got 2 Lamborghinis. And he is the one who would be the expert of mom's basements. Oh my goodness. Not spiral proximity. I wish there was a way that didn't make my head hurt where I could play like Master of Orion, the original, on here. That's not really a thing. I really want to play Ara, the new Civilization-like that Microsoft is making. They had on their Developer Direct. I really, really, really want to play that. I'd kind of wanted for a while to play Humankind because I was from Soren Johnson, I think is his name. He was the designer for Civilization 4, and I enjoyed Outworld Mining Corporation, even though someone said, "Oh, it's super easy to master that game," but I really like that. But apparently Humankind has not had very good post-release support, so that has made me skittish. Damn it. Ara History Untold is PC only. Yeah, I figured it was. I have a Pentium 200 for those old games. We actually, in the Discord, I live in my dad's basement, okay? Hey, man. I'm not here to judge. Basements are pretty cool, okay? Yeah, I figured it'd be... This machine is 8 years old, okay? It would be great to build a newer machine and then use this machine as like the streaming interface and do that. I also, when I was at work, I convinced everyone that we needed to get a Stream Deck to handle our live recordings for podcasts. And I would love a Stream Deck. You guys have no idea. That thing is amazing, and I know you can set up a phone to do it, but I would love an actual Stream Deck. And I know I'm just listing off shopping cart stuff, but a man can dream. A man can dream. Stream Decks are dope. Oh, and again, if you're a Patreon subscriber, I'm not trying to just sell the Patreon subscribers get a monthly Q&A where they get to ask questions and stuff like that, and I get to answer at length. So, just an incentive if you guys were pondering it before. I feel guilty asking for money. Is where I'm at. I don't want to talk about it anymore. You guys are great, and this will still be free. DOS machine, Win98 machine. I keep my old machines. I have several time capsules. Yeah. I should have gone with Pentadragon. I don't want to run into stuff. That's not the point of this game. Alright, we're grabbing these geomes. Quad That seems kind of redundant with the allied ship, though, so it's kind of like... Okay, let's get into... That was not quite good enough. All of my weaponry is proximity based, so it's like... It's killing stuff before my other stuff can kill it. I need a ranged attack is what I need. Alright, I'm done running into stuff. No more running into stuff. We're going to get 34 credits on this so far. Okay, let's come out here. Got you. Oh, 2 boomerangs. Heck yeah. What's better than 1 boomerang? 2 boomerangs. They teach that in Australia, as I understand it. I do like that sound it makes, though. That's synth wavy. Do 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 do. I don't want spiral because it's not good. I'm dead. Are you a good interviewer, Nick? It's definitely an acquired talent. Yeah, I mean, I try. And I want to do that for the City channel. Was there a particular video that inspired that? Because I interviewed my old boss, Jace, for the Hard Space video. We're going to do... I think we got one more round. We'll do one more round of this. And then I think we got it for the evening. In my previous job, bear in mind I'm still laid off, but I would interview people for arts coverage. So I liked interviewing people before, but afterward, I really wanted to do a podcast. I mean, I was doing a podcast for a bit, a local podcast called Badly Needed and Long Overdue, which I did with a friend at the time, and we interviewed local peeps. And then we did we did the Nth Forum on this channel, but we didn't get a lot of fat beam. Hell yeah! You can, if you go back through the live videos of this channel, you can see the Nth Forum, and we tried doing a podcast there. But I would love to, and then there was the Creator Corner. I would love to talk to more people, is where I'm at. I would love to do a podcast, but I don't know how interested... There's so many podcasts out there now. Everyone kind of beat me to the punch. Podcasts are only really interesting if someone you're following has, like, a lot of followers, or they're celebrities, or they have access to people. You know, it's about who you're interviewing. And I just love podcast. I just love talking to people like I'm doing now. But it would be great, like when Baldy's on. That is really fun. When we can do all that. When Baldy and I can chat live. But what I do in the Discord is ahead of a stream. If you're a Patreon supporter, I'll be like, hey, anyone want to hop on during the stream, and we can just chat it up. And I'm not saying you have to hold on for all 3 hours, but you know, you can at least hop in the stream and do that. So that was a really long, windy answer to your question, I think. Oh, and the Cliffy B interview at the Noobs premiere, that's something that my friend Kelly set up. Kelly's was in the Nth forum, so you can see who that's referencing there. When we had our site up, Flesh Eating Zipper, we reached out to media companies, and we got to do world premiere of that video or that movie at there is a theater right next to the LA Convention Center. And so Jason Mewes was there. If you go watch that video, Jason Mewes is there talking about Flesh Eating Zipper, Cliffy B. There was Billy Mitchell. I got to ask Billy Mitchell a few questions. That was like my flirt with fame. We set up a little too late to talk to Zelda Williams, because as soon as she showed up, there was like 2 reporters there, and then she was gone. Like, she did not want to... She was not interested in hanging out. So narrowly missed her. But, yeah, and I did interviews for Infinite Lives, The Road to E3, which was our 2010, we shot it in 2009 doc, but I was not very good at interviewing, not as good. So there was a lot of long, windy answers, or long, windy questions that didn't just kind of confused everyone. So there wasn't much I could use in the end for the doc. And revisiting all that footage for like a re-edit has been something I've wanted to do, but it's like, not yet. Not yet. Come on. Yeah, here I am just rambling about whatever the hell I'm rambling about, and you guys are like, nah, this is the real shit that's happening. Oh. I kind of wanted that. Ooh. Oh. Oh, that's dope. Fat beamin'. That's what we do here. I've actually been told I have kind of an unorthodox interview style. I like to kind of paint broader questions and kind of... I'm not very much note to note to note. I very much like to kind of catch people off guard a little bit. You get more genuine answers that way. So people who are studied in the art of being interviewed are like, huh, that was interesting. I like the context is where I'm at. Fat bean. Oh, that wasn't great. All right. I was taught interviewing in film school. The main trick is to make people repeat your questions before answering. Yes, that is definitely a thing, especially depending on the structure of what you're doing. That's kind of a vital thing. And when you're media trained, that's something you usually want to do anyway. We're going to switch away from this. I'm going to take this hat off because heckin'. That was Geometry Survivors. Go pick it up in a couple days. It seems really fun. I don't know how much it costs. Probably $70, you know. Yeah, make sure people are repeating that question. I would do that for Infinite Lives as well. And yeah, I would definitely be doing interviews for the Urbanist channel. I did interviews for, like I said, the podcast in there for Badly Needed and Long Overdue. a very minimal urbanism experience, mostly from Boy Scouts. I don't even remember that from Boy Scouts. I was a Boy Scout for a couple years there. Just a couple, though. 93 to 97. So, anyone left it? 7 minutes of the same song on a constant loop. Sorry, I can't watch anymore. Well, that sucks, dude. What is the story of Flesh Eating Zipper? That was for editing purposes. We all need money, exactly. Wishlist duly noted, thank you. Yeah. Editing purposes and that as well. Making sure your mic so you can hear yourself. Or just know what the hell you're talking about it. I will give you the shorter story, because there's definitely some length to that. So, some friends and I, we were posters at teamxbox.com back in the day when there was a lot of fan sites. Team Xbox got a big lift because Microsoft was really catering to Microsoft was really after the fan. They didn't have a lot of the fundamental support, I guess, of the gamers. And in 2001, 2002, that's where it was. So they would invite these people up from these fan sites to go see Ninja Gaiden and have direct access to reviews and whatever. And so I was on the Team Xbox forums from 2001 to 2010, and I met a few friends there. And then in 2010, the founder, Shockwave, got fired. Team Xbox was acquired by IGN in 2003, I think it was 2002 or 2003, and he came with it, and eventually they laid him off, and then that caused so many people left. He went to create a site called Gamertype, which you see on some of the older Nth reviews here. You see Gamertype Originals. That was a redo after Fleshing Zipper didn't work out. He basically just offered yeah, of course you can just use the name. I'm not using it. So in 2010, we started up the site called Gamertype, but a lot of the active posters of that forum had already started another site. So we were kind of just chasing scraps. And they basically just wanted to do another Team Xbox, which wasn't really viable a decade later. They didn't really know what they were doing. They kind of accidentally lucked into it. So after a year of doing the Gamertype FM, we did some Gamertype, and all those videos are still up. All my Flesh Eating Zipper videos are still up under Gamertype FM. The four of us, and I brought my friend in Kelly, who I've known forever, into it. We decided to create our own site, and we called it Flesh Eating Zipper. It's provocative, gets the people going. And so we actually moved to Phoenix, where two of our people were, in 2013, and I was the first full-time employee, and my job was to just write stuff and produce content and produce episodes. And we did I did a podcast every week called the N5 Show. We did a weekly video podcast, but unfortunately we were attacked by a Russian botnet, which spoofed a lot of our traffic, and really boosted, and Google caught on to that and eventually validated us and killed our traffic. And so it killed the site. So when people are like, Google killed my site, I'm totally right there with you. That sucks. Which I say on a YouTube platform, which is Google. So by the middle of 2013, June, the site was basically kaput. We kind of covered a lot of stuff: gaming, tech, entertainment, a bunch of random stuff. So you kind of went there, and it was just kind of the smorgasbord of stuff. The site's still up. You can go read everything, except for the live feed, the live blogs, those are messed up. But yeah, it's all up there. You can read all. I wrote so much, like 1,500 articles or something like that over the course of a couple years. And it really put me in the headspace to understand what people at like IGN and GameSpot did. And then I got my first tattoo, which was our logo. That's Rasputin, the logo of Flesh Eating Zipper. And every time we would show up for a gaming event or we were referenced from another site, they'd be like, whoa, that's the most interesting name I've ever heard. And this happened a couple times, like when we broke news on the System Shock, Night Dive buying the System Shock IP and re-releasing System Shock 2. We had that exclusive. But the site just kind of, we couldn't get enough traffic to sustain it, so kind of just all petered out and it didn't quite work. So I learned a lot from that. And there was another video in particular where I mentioned Flesh Eating Zipper a lot, but I can't remember it specifically. I think I talk about it. I talk about it in the Giant Bomb video. So yeah, that's the short version of what Flesh Eating Zipper is or was. It was from January of 2011 to basically June of 2013, and then there was like a couple posts after that. So anyway, thank you guys for hopping in here and dropping likes. If you haven't dropped your like, go drop your like. If you're not in the Discord, go hop into Discord. The conversation continues. I love it. Get in here. We are totally fans of you being in, so we can, because this is where we talk the other times that we're not on the stream. But if that's too overwhelming, I totally get it. And we're looking to be back here on Wednesday. Maybe we'll play some more Brotato. Maybe we'll play whatever we're doing, we're gonna do it. And that's what's important in this universe, is to do stuff and eat marshmallows and watch YouTube videos and play video games. Those are the things that matter going on. Period. Great hanging out. See ya, Cheese. See ya, Dusk Raven. It's gonna be a while. Let's get out of here. All right. Break.